On Wednesday, September 24th, 2014 at 6:30. Roll call.
Mayor Archie,
Here.
Vice Mayor Larson,
Here.
Commissioner Tarpon,
Here.
Commissioner Banther,
Here.
Commissioner Sieber.
Here.
I'd just like to announce the purpose of tonight's meeting is to get public input regarding the fiscal year 2014-2015 budget. And the first item that we have is Resolution 2014-26, adopting the millage rate for tax year 2014.
Would me to read that, Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Mayor Commissioners, Resolution 2014-26, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, adopting the final millage rate for tax year 2014, whereas a public hearing was held on September 24th, 2014 at 6:30 p.m. to adopt the final millage rate. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, that, number one, the ad valorem millage rate for tax year 2014 of the City of Tarpon Springs is hereby established at 5.4500, a 5.42% increase over the rollback rate of 5.1699. Number two, the city staff is hereby directed to notify all pertinent governmental agencies of provisions hereof as required by law. Mr. Mayor, that was a reading of Resolution 2014-26 in its entirety.
And we'll just ask Ms. Walker if she will review the rest of the procedures required by state law.
Thank you. The recommendation is to adopt a resolution 2014-26, adopting the final millage rate for the tax year of 2014, and resolution 2014-27, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2014-2015. The background information on this, the procedures for the adoption of the millage rate for tax year 2014 and the budget for fiscal year 2014 and 2015 are set by Florida Statute 200.065. In that, briefly stated, we're to follow these procedures. The first one is a discussion of the percentage increase of the millage rate above the rollback rate, if applicable, and to hold necessary to adopt the budget. Also, the specific purposes for the money, the ad valorem revenues are being increased to include public comment and questions. As was stated in the resolution 2014-26, we're requesting to adopt the millage rate at 5.45%, which is 5.42% above the rollback rate, which is 5.1699. That additional money will be used for operating expenses and more specifically for repairs and maintenance on vehicles as well as utilities. The next thing is questions and public comments, followed by, we did a reading in full of the millage rate resolution, a motion to adopt the millage rate, and any amendment to the final budget, reading in full of the resolution to adopt the final budget, and finally a motion adopting the resolution of the final budget.
Thank you. Any public comments on this item? Any additional commission comments? Chair will entertain a motion.
I move for approval of Resolution 2014-26.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Sieber,
Yes.
Commissioner Banther,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Larson.
Yes.
Mayor Archie.
Yes. Item number 2 is Resolution 2014-27, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2014 through 2015. We ask the attorney if he will read it in its entirety.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Resolution 2014-27, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2014-2015. Whereas a public hearing was held on September 24th, 2014 at 6:30 PM to adopt the final budget. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, that, number one, the City of Tarpon Springs annual budget for the fiscal year 2014-2015 is hereby finally adopted. Number two, the city staff is hereby directed to notify all pertinent governmental agencies of the provisions hereof as required by law. Mr. Mayor, that was a reading of Resolution 2014-27 in its entirety.
Are there any public comments on these items? Any final comments by the Budget Advisory Committee? Seeing none, if there are no commission comments, Chair will entertain a motion.
I move for approval of Resolution 2014-27.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Seaver,
Yes.
Commissioner Banther,
Yes.
Commissioner Terrapini,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Larson,
Yes.
Chair Archie.
Yes. This concludes the special session, and we'll adjourn this part at 6:35. We'll now go to the Community Development Agency meeting. I now call to order the Community Redevelopment Agency of the City of Tarpon Springs on Wednesday, September 24th, 2014 at 6:36. Roll call.
Chair Archie,
Here.
Vice Chair Larson,
Here.
Commissioner Terrapini.
Here.
Commissioner Banther.
Here.
Commissioner Seaver.
Here.
We have item number one is Resolution 2014-02, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2014-2015. I don't know, Ms. Walker, you have anything to say?
Yes, I have to read this memo regarding the procedures. The recommendation is to adopt Resolution 2014-02, adopting the budget for fiscal year 2014 and 2015. The procedures for the adoption of the budget for fiscal year 2014 and 2015 are set forth by Florida Statute 200.065. Briefly stated, the procedures which are to be followed by the CRA for the public meeting are as follows. First, the public comments, followed by an amendment to the final budget, reading in full of the resolution adopting the final budget, and a motion adopting the final budget.
Are there any, well, we'll have the attorney to read the resolution in its entirety.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Resolution 2014-02, a resolution of the city, of the Community Redevelopment Agency of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, adopting the final budget for the fiscal year 2014-2015. Whereas a public hearing was held on September 24, 2014 at 6:30 PM to adopt the final budget. Now therefore be it resolved by the Community Redevelopment Agency of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, that, Section 1, the Community Redevelopment Agency's annual budget for fiscal year 2014-2015 is hereby finally adopted. Section 2, the city staff is directed to notify all pertinent governmental agencies of the provisions hereof as required by law. Mr. Chairman, this was a reading of Resolution 2014-02 by title only. I'm sorry, in its entirety.
Are there any public comments? Seeing none, Chair will entertain a motion.
I move for approval of Resolution 2014-02.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Seaver,
Yes.
Commissioner Banther,
Yes.
Commissioner Terrapini.
Here.
Or yes,
excuse me.
Vice Chair Larson,
Yes.
Chair Archie.
Yes. I almost said here too. That concludes our CRA agenda. Are there any staff comments, anything from the attorney?
Well, I just want to say that Jay's not here tonight because of the fact that he was attending a school function with his daughter Mallory, so he asked me to cover. So I hope he said that he apologized for not being here, but he hopes that you understand that.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Mayor.
City Manager.
Nothing. We're ready to proceed October 1st with the new budget.
Madam Clerk. Commissioner Banther.
No comments.
Vice Mayor.
No comments.
Commissioner Tarpani.
No, sir.
Commissioner Seaver.
No comments.
And I don't have any comments, so we'll adjourn this at 6:39.
Sign anything?
Yes, sir.